Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the class of 1923 arena, the home of the Drexel Dragons hockey program. My name is Bob Long, and I'm honored to be alongside you tonight, as well as every home game for the Dragons this season, as they embark upon a big season with lots of expectations. One that ended with a first-round NCAA defeat, postseason defeat last year, and now this year they have much larger goals to make it deeper into the postseason. They won their conference, the ECHA, last year. But this is a team that head coach Kyle Zoldi really believes can take that next step and continue to move through the postseason and compete for a championship. They've brought in a lot of really talented youngsters, and they have a lot of veterans that have been here for a long time. They know the ropes very, very well, and this is a team that plays very well together. Their opponent tonight will be the Towson Tigers, a team that graduated 12 seniors last year, and they've brought in a lot of true freshmen in every sense of the word, not coming from the junior ranks, but straight from high school. And we're talking with some of the coaching staff for Towson. They believe that this is a great litmus test early for this Tigers team to face a team in Drexel that really is as good as it gets, especially in this area, and especially at this level. Division I ACHA hockey will be broadcast live on DHN, again, all year long, and this is the home opener. They'll also play on Monday night against Arkansas. We do have the starting lineups for the Drexel Dragons. We're running a few minutes late here as we're getting ready for the first game of the season. At the forward position, Christopher Hagan, number 22, Dylan Hart, number 5, and Eugene Lim, number 16, the three forwards on the starting lineup for Drexel. On the defensive side, Mike Churchvara, number 4, a big, strong, physical defenseman, and he will protect the blue line on both sides. Jim Mikulek, number 29, and then Jeremy Wick will get his 5th start in goal this year, and he has been very, very good in that. He's a guy, a rock that they count on, and this is going to be a very strong offensive lineup. A guy that we don't see on that lineup but hope to see throughout the game is Kyle Weller. He's had a tremendous start to the year, leads the team in goals, and is just one of those guys that can skate so well, has the stick handling prowess, and is going to make things very difficult on the Towson Tigers. On the Towson side of the ball, Ryan Dieter is their guy. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists to lead the Tigers. They are 3-4 on the year. They started a little bit slow, but have won their last couple and find themselves with a little bit of momentum coming into the game here tonight up in Philadelphia. And for Drexel, they've stayed home, but they've also hit the road. They had the City 6 tournament to start off the season. They won those games. They captured the City 6 title over the likes of Villanova, Temple, etc. And then they headed out to Michigan, and they swept Oakland in a 2-game set, one of which came in overtime. And then a loss to highly ranked Davenport is the only blemish on their resume thus far. So Drexel, 4-1 on the year, a strong start for the Dragons, and a whole new year of hockey here in Philadelphia as they take the ice for the first time here at home. We'll take a break and come back in just a few minutes. We'll turn your attention to the ice, but Drexel has yet to exit the dressing room, but we expect them very shortly here on DHN. As we mentioned at the outset of the broadcast, still just waiting for the Zamboni to get off the ice, and we'll get this thing started. Puck drop was expected for 8:15. Things ran a little bit late, and just building the suspense in what is a fantastic arena for hockey. This is going to be a great atmosphere. Drexel packing the side closest to us, right in front of us. A lot of patrons for the Drexel Dragons waiting to see puck drop for the first time here in the 2018-2019 season. Kyle Zoldi, the head coach of the Drexel Dragons, a guy that loves to give his guys the freedom to be in the open ice and make plays. I think we're going to see a lot of pace from this Drexel team, a lot of shots fired on net, and they're going to try to make life difficult for the goaltender for Towson here this evening. It's either going to be Brian Cantor, Jake Temkin, or Jacob Snyder. Both of those guys, or all three of them really, have gotten significant action. Cantor and Snyder have played 2 and 3 games respectively, but even Temkin got in there, played a game, and so we'll see which of the 3 that we see. But if we look at the stats on a whole, of course, small sample size, Jacob Snyder for Towson's had a tremendous year so far. Save percentage of .933, which is really impressive. The other thing that makes you question a little bit, goals against, 4.67. So if he's saving 93% of his shots and still allowing a little under 5 goals per game, that might tell you that the Towson Tiger team allows a lot of shots on net over their first 7 games of the season, something that Drexel will look to exploit. We'll send you back to our opening credits and be back as the Drexel Dragons take the ice in just a few minutes here from the Class of 23 Arena, the home of the Dragons. We certainly expect both teams on the ice shortly here as the Zamboni finishes up. The referees are on the ice. And this Drexel Dragons team led by Kyle Zoldi and a cavalcade of talented players on both the offensive and defensive side of the puck set to take the ice. Towson Tigers have had a nice resurgence recently. They sit at 3-4. They have a lot of young talent. And it'll be a nice challenge on both sides early in the season here, as there really are no easy ones in the ECHA. And as we mentioned, a great venue here as well. The class of 1923 arena, right near the campus of the University of Pennsylvania and Drexel University, both of them right next to each other, side by side in downtown Philadelphia. And Drexel hockey has continued to make strong strides forward over the last few years. A season of much promise, a season of much expectation. And these home fans are about to see it for the first time in 2018-2019. Once again, my name, Bob Long. Excited to bring you Drexel hockey all year long here on DHN. We're broadcasting every single home game for the Dragons. On the far side of the ice, see Towson, the Tigers, in their black uniforms, first on the ice. Led by goaltender Jacob Snyder, number 35. He looks to get the start in net this evening. We mentioned a .933 save percentage, averaging 4.6 goals against per game. And out of the other locker room come the Drexel Dragons onto the ice for the first time here in 2018-2019. Led by Jeremy Wick in net, number 35. Excited to see what Kyle Fiore will do this year, number 24. He's played all 5 games, standing at 5'5", shifty, speedy. Mentioned Mike Churchvara, number 4, a defenseman at 5'11", 180, strong. He already has 5 assists on the year, 6 points. Aaron Carmichael, number 8, a forward, 3 goals, 4 assists on the year so far. And of course, Kyle Weller. Mentioned him in the open, 5'10", 170 pounds. He's scored 6 times. And he's assisted 4 times. The first of the Drexel Dragons to double-digit point totals this year. The national anthem here at the Class of 23 Arena. Just about time for the starting lineups for Drexel against Towson in this ECHA matchup at the Division I ACHA level. For Drexel, Christopher Hagan, number 22. Number 5, Dylan Hart up front with Eugene Lim, number 16. On defense, Mike Churchvara, Jim Mikulik, and then Jeremy Wick in net. For Towson, Matt Curtin on the left. Ryan Dieter, the center. Costa Pizanis at the right wing. Chase Collier on defense, along with number 9, Nick Chavone, and in net, Jacob Snyder, number 35. And we're underway here in the 2018-2019 season. Drexel against Towson. Eugene Lim chases it behind Towson's net. Tigers work it up, but only to the blue line, fired in and deflected away. Lim first to it. Hagan tries to get a stick on it, and they fight for it. Lim already on it quite early here tonight. Drexel pinches and able to keep it in, but just for a second, and popped out to the center. Tigers dressed in the black chase it back towards the net, and Churchvara is back there to get it. Turned over. Here's an opportunity early, and a big save by Wick in the first minute of the game. Back to the point. They fake the shot. And a bad giveaway. Here comes an opportunity for Drexel. Up the ice is Lim. Lim puts on the brakes, fires across, and it's deflected away by Towson. End-to-end action early. And here comes Ryan Dieter. Dieter fires away right into the catching glove of Jeremy Wick. 18:50 to play. No score here in the first period. Number 25, Cameron Neely, can't win the faceoff. Now coming up with it, Nicholas Volanino for Towson. Towson had an opportunity right in the slot. It'll come out past the blue line, and everybody will have to touch up. Big hit into the Drexel boards, but the Dragons come up with it. Back behind the net, a feeding pass can't get all the way through. It's fired up to the blue line, but kept in. Dieter half-hearted along the boards. That's because he got drilled. Out into the neutral zone where Drexel comes up with it. This is Kyle Fiore at 5'5". He can move. Nicholas Urbani. Urbani glides in, fires, and that one goes off the backboards just wide of frame. Dieter back on it for Towson. Towson gets it back out to the neutral zone where Drexel able to come up with it. Good feeding pass into the middle. And here comes Aaron Carmichael, a nice move. He backhands it. The net's off its moorings, and it can't go. Jacob Snyder got a piece of it, then the right mooring came off and blown dead with 17:38 to play. Scoreless thus far. Drexel 4-1 on the year. They won the City 6 championship with the 6 programs in Philadelphia all competing. And then they went out to Oakland and swept Oakland University, lost once to Davenport in that Midwest trip. Jack Boyer had some trouble with it, and they can't clear it out. Back to get it is Dieter. And he hangs back behind the net. Drexel pressing up and putting some pressure here. They're going to wave off icing as the Dragons had an opportunity to pick that puck up. But this is Bradley Crane with a long pass. There was a touch up there to wave off the icing. Now Chris DiCarlo back there to get it. He's badgering Towson, and a good stick move there that time from Simon Gosselin. Fired back in. Gosselin is back after it for Towson. Back to the point. They take the shot right into the glove of Jeremy Wick. 16:41 to play. Some decent chances for both. Drexel's been on the doorstep a few times. Wicks had to make a couple saves on the Towson offensive shots. A giveaway right at the point, kept in and then popped back into the neutral zone. DiCarlo on it for Drexel. He'll fire. Turning with it now, Simon Gosselin. Kicks forward and saved in the zone by Drexel, but couldn't complete that next pass. Up the ice, Dieter tried to fire it ahead, but intercepted by the Dragons, and this is Churchvara. Churchvara lays back. Here's the shot. Hagen on net, won't go. And now coming onto it, number 11, Theodore Whitehead. Whitehead pushes it forward for Curtin. Curtin up against two Dragons. He won't win that battle, but here's a bad giveaway in front, and a poke check there from number 5, Dylan Hart. Big time there was needed as Towson was on the doorstep. Now across the neutral zone, Eugene Lim. Lim. And it's going to be Hagen in front. They can't slam the door there. Hart could not get it to go. Hart is back. The backhanded pass is deflected there. 15:16 to play. Here comes Hagen up the ice. He fires it across, but a half change coming for Drexel. And Towson able to recover the puck. But given right back and right off the bench, the shot into the glove of Snyder. Boy, but that shows you, Cameron Neely, how quick this Drexel team can pounce. Off the bench, a bad turnover from Towson, and he got his stick on that puck right in the neutrals or in the slot and went upper 90, but Snyder was there. Neely won the faceoff, chases after it himself. We're 5 minutes into this first period. Towson a little bit lazy with that puck and can't get it out of the zone as a result. James Schickling in there on the forecheck for Drexel, as is Neely. Neely take him off the puck, and now he has it on his stick behind the net. Towson fights for it now. It's Nicholas Volanino, gets it up to the blue line, but not out. Wrapping behind the net, it'll have to be Robert Stadlander to clear, and he sends it all the way down to the ice, and that will come up short. It would have been on net anyway. Gianluca Travia, his first touch this evening. He takes it all the way in with a burst of speed. Fiore, he's taken off the puck. And Towson back up the ice, flipped ahead by Nathan Daly. Drexel has trouble with the puck at mid-ice, but now they turn with it, and Towson's a little bit late with a change. 3-on-2 for Drexel if they hurry. Back behind the net. Sent in front, nobody there. Churchvara up in the slot, he shoots. Got a piece of it, Snyder didn't wrap it up, and fortunate for Towson to be able to fire it off the boards. Not quite out yet. And now it is into the neutral zone. Kyle Weller fires it into the zone and sends number 19, Jamie Crane, on the chase. Wrapping behind the net, Towson looking to get rid of it. Bad turnover back behind the net, though. Still scoreless, 13:20 to play. Sent right in front, the one-timer. Didn't get much on it. They scrum for it right at mid-ice. This will come back to Simon Gosselin with 13 minutes to play here in this first period. Drexel handles the long pass attempt from Towson and will one-touch it up, but couldn't keep it on the stick. Now turning with it, number 23, Nathan Runk. Runk fires it in. Nice stick worth that time from Snyder to get rid of that puck. And Towson without any numbers, but this is Ryan Dieter. Deflected out of play. Dieter is their guy. He scored twice, he's assisted, or I should say scored 4 times. He's assisted twice for a total of 6 points. And as Ryan Dieter goes, so goes this Towson Tigers team, and he wins the faceoff here. Good move. Dieter gets it back on his stick, deflected in front. They couldn't get the one-timer. Dieter gets it back in the slot, shoots and saves by Wick. Wick right there, gets big at the point of attack and able to gobble that one up. 12:19 to play first period, still scoreless. Face-off won by Drexel, saucered up and caught there by Towson. Here's an opportunity on the back door, sent across, couldn't get it onto the left stick of Ryan Dieter. Boy, a righty, and he's got a great shot there. But the speed of Eugene Lim creates a 3-on-2. Sends it wide, Hagan in there as well. The top line for Drexel back on there. Set in front, Lim didn't get enough on it. Dylan Hart back to chase after it. It's kept in right at the line, and Hart comes up with it. Shot, score! That's the first goal of the year at home for the Drexel Dragons. And it goes to Dylan Hart on the turnover from Towson. And it's also the defense there as well. Keeping that puck in right at the blue line and then finding Hart there, slipping in behind the defense. And when you give Dylan Hart some open space, he's not going to miss. Goes glove side high and pushes it past the goaltender. 1-0 Drexel. Dragons push it into the Towson zone, and it goes off the leg of the official. Fortunate that Volanino is able to come up with it. Still looking to clear it. This is Volanino, and he'll fire it all the way down. This could be an icing, and it will be. 11:06 to play. Dylan Hart on the score sheet for the Dragons. Kyle Weller takes the face-off, but Towson comes up with it. Nicholas Volanino brings it behind the net. Checked well there from Bradley Crane, and Drexel gets a stick on it. Unable to get it out. Whipped across, nobody there. This is Colin Mercier. And now Weller comes up with it. Pass mishandled. Shot from the point, deflected in front. One more shot, and Wick got a piece of both of them. Crane turns. Drexel just trying to get it out of the zone now. And here's a nice pass up the ice. Pass for Kyle Weller. That backhanded shot goes just wide. Forecheck here for the Tigers. Crane gets it back to the point. The shot goes right off the blocker. And once again, it looks like the net might have come off the mooring. Really was a tremendous screen there from the Dragons. It was Aaron Carmichael sitting in front off the shot from Mark Laurie. And at that point, if you are Jacob Snyder, you just got to trust your positioning. Lim hangs with it, gets it back to Jim Mikulik. His shot deflected in front. Trying to go for the tip drill there. Lim gets it right back and turned on by Mikulik. The deflected puck will bring it back to Towson, and they'll be able to clear the zone. Dumped all the way down. Now a foot race. Benjamin Jacobs for the Tigers. He can't get there. Now the Dragons turn up ice with it. Christopher Hagan, and he gives it away. Here's Ryan Dieter. Takes on two. Gets to the net. The shot and Wick is there. He never got off that post as he realized the left-sticked Ryan Dieter really had nowhere to go. Couldn't go to his backhand. So he stayed on that near side post, knowing that Dieter had no shot but to go with the wrister. Face-off won by the Dragons. Popped behind the net. Carrying it is Nicholas Urbani. Urbani takes it all the way in. Here's the shot. It's off the pad, and here comes Towson the other way. Dieter, full head of steam. He takes a shot into the glove of Wick, and he has been up to task so far this evening. 9:08 to play. 1-0 Drexel. Now 5 shots with that one from Dieter for Towson, and the Dragons in double digits with 10 shots. Face-off won by Drexel, but given right back. Here's an opportunity, blocked in front. Great job there by the Dragons. It was Michael Corkery coming up with that all-important block. And now it's a foot race. Towson able to turn on it. Corkery turns on it and came down without a hand pass. Puck drop will be on the near side. In the Drexel defensive zone. Going to be Patrick McGinley for Drexel to take the face-off. Matthew Barilla for the Tigers of Towson. A word with the bench, head coach Kyle Zoldi having a discussion with the official. Might be a substitution issue, perhaps. Tough to surmise. And it looks like that's the case. So onto the ice come Mike Churchvara, Jim Mikulik. And Towson's going to get substitutions in there as well. In fact, a full line change for the Tigers. And it was a penalty called against the Drexel Dragons. The delay of game called against Michael Corkery. So now the first power play of the season. And unfortunately for the Dragons here at home, it comes as the Towson Tigers. And here's going to be another penalty. They're going to go down 2 men here as number 29, Jim Mikulik, boarded a member of the Towson Tigers who's down right now. He went face first into that board, so the assistant captain will be escorted to the box by the referee. And we're going to keep the camera off the injured party. We'll let you know who it is. But you really do hate to see that, and you hope that he's okay. You know, that was one of those where he was up against the boards, but a little bit off. It's very dangerous there to hit somebody going into that board, and certainly you wouldn't think anything malicious there from Mikulik, but it was a big-time hit. Earned him a 2-minute minor, and coming off the ice now, number 5, Colin Mercier, and you hope that he is okay. So the delay of game against Michael Corkery, still 1:40 left in that penalty. Drexel will go down 5-3. Just 3 men on the ice. And Towson now trying to take advantage on this 5-on-3 opportunity for a very long period of time, 100 seconds. Towson's going to get one more substitution on here. 8:29 to play. First period, 1-0 Dragons. Cameron Neely, number 25, will take the face-off for the Dragons. He'll be opposed by Matt Curtin, the forward, for Towson. And now we're ready for hockey. 5-on-3 action for Towson. Pops straight into the air. Dieter. Here's the shot that was just high and wide off the stick of Matt Curtin. That one had a shot. That was a 5-minute major given for the board. So now Towson has even more time to work with on the man advantage. Into the slot. Dieter, the shot blocked there. Here comes another effort. That one got all the way through to Wick. Churchvara spins it into the neutral zone and out of trouble. 1 minute left on the penalty to number 26, Michael Corkery. He sits in the box. Drexel turns on it. Churchvara looking to get rid of it. Nifty there that time from Churchvara. And now an opportunity for Eugene Lim. Poked away from him, but he's able to bring the puck back. Makes one move and then gives it away. 2-on-2 here. Reinforcements coming for Towson, but Lim comes up with it and fires it away. Tremendous work that time from Eugene Lim. Takes off more than 30 seconds from that first penalty. Still 5-on-3 for the next 18 seconds. Flipped in by Towson. Back to get it, Bradley Crane. Crane turns on it and filters it to the side. Turning on it now, Gianluca Travia. Travia can't get it out of the zone. Dieter has it now, crawling forward, takes the shot, deflected in front, and this will pop out just past the blue line as Drexel gets a man out of the box. Nearly an opportunity to turn on it and go the other way offensively. Now one of the members of the Dragons lost a stick. Aaron Carmichael goes at it, and they're getting after it here. Aaron Carmichael and Costa Pizzanis. Carmichael was not happy, was up around the circles when he lost his stick. And he took umbrage with Costa Pizzanis discarding him. And he went right after him up against the backboards. So now Pizzanis will be taken to the penalty box, as will Aaron Carmichael. Pizzanis being taken over to the bench. Pizzanis still stands there out on the ice. We have delay with 6 minutes, 30 seconds to play. As Pizzanis retires to the locker room. The referee has pulled aside both captains. Dylan Hart, who scored the first goal of the game, and Nicholas Volanino having a conversation with him as well. And now these captains will relay this message to their respective benches. So amidst the scuffle, it's still a power play for Towson, 5-on-4. And now another delay as Kyle Zoldi wants an explanation from the officials on the near side bench. An extended discussion here down at the bench. See head coach Zoldi down there behind the bench. Seems to be, well, I don't know if he's satisfied, but nonetheless, we are back underway. 3 minutes left in the 5-minute major. And Towson has yet to do anything with the man advantage. They had a 5-on-3 for quite some time. Now Mike Churchvara. The Dragons short-handed as Churchvara continues to maintain that puck in the zone. They're very happy to just continue to hold this puck in this scrum on the Towson side of the ice. Churchvara so strong on that puck, just has that stick plastered against the wall. And that puck will not come loose. And Lim comes up with it. Lim taking off the puck, but fires it back. Well done there. Theodore Whitehead holds it behind the net. And Towson going nowhere quickly here. Drexel all too happy to see this. Pass forward by Simon Gosselin. Gosselin will get it back, but it's fought over. And the Dragons are going to have another opportunity to post it against that wall. Gosselin eliminates that quickly, and now they come back up the ice. 5:10 to play first period. Just that one goal for Drexel. Here's Kyle Weller. He's in all alone. Off the post. Was going for the short-handed goal there after the poke check. .452 to play first period. It's 1-0 Drexel. Up into the zone here. They can't find their way. 4:38 to play. Towson trying to get something going here. And as Drexel was going for a change, they couldn't come up with the puck. Filtered back, and now the Tigers mercifully get it out of their zone. Remember, this is a man advantage for the Towson Tigers. And Drexel continues to control the puck. Filtering it back in with 44 seconds to play on the 5-minute major. Ticking down towards 4 minutes to play in this first period. Still a 1-0 lead for Drexel. Fired all the way back in. And really no puck possession here for the men in black. Ryan Dieter comes up with the puck. He saucers it all the way down, and this should come back for an icing, and it will. 3:49 to play, first period. 1-0 Drexel, 21 seconds left on the man advantage. Face-off won by Towson, flipped high into the air. And across the ice, here comes Towson, but they really can't control that puck. Haven't had much luck at all there. Final 5 seconds of that 5-minute major, and Drexel's about to be full strength. Fired across there by Hagen, but the save was made and then popped ahead forward by the Tigers. Churchvara with the backhand find for Hagen. They work it into the zone. Dylan Hart, the captain, in behind the net. He puts it in front. Hagen at the doorstep. Save made there by Snyder. One more look. This comes from the slot. A blocker save that time. Saved in the zone by Mike Churchvara. Tremendous play by the defenseman. Now he stays on the puck. A little bit past the outstretched stick of Eugene Lim and back to center ice. A touch there by Dylan Hart, and they'll get a half change. 2:42 to play. Turnover there. Lim. That one was off the glove of number 35, Jacob Snyder. That one's deflected up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off in the Drexel offensive zone. 2:29 to play. 1-0 Drexel. They've gotten lots of opportunities, and Jacob Snyder's been up to task. One off the pad a minute ago, a big-time blocker save, and then off the glove. You can see why he has a .933 save percentage, but a 4.6 goals against average. Don't let that goals against average fool you. He's saving a lot of shots and a lot of difficult ones. Fight for it right around the blue line. Drexel keeps it in the zone. Back behind the net, turning on it now, Robert Statlander. Into the middle. Here's a one-timer. That goes just high of the bar. Drexel keeps it in. Ripped around that time by Cameron Neely. Pinching up the defenseman. Could not quite get there. 1:43 to play. 1-0 Drexel. Into the neutral zone. Towson had an opportunity. Turning on it there. They might have had a look. Instead, might be an icing, but they're going to wave it off. 90 seconds to play here in the first period. Drexel gets a full change in. And now on the puck. Wong gets taken off it. Here's a good find on the outside. Josh Sklar. Sklar, he takes the shot. That's off the blocker of Snyder. 1:09 to play. Nice move there. Jamie Crane gets it out to the point. The shot there right into the glove of Snyder. That off the stick of Gianluca Trevia. 61 seconds left in this first period. 1-0 Drexel. A lot of work tonight for Jacob Snyder. All but one time he's been up to task. On the Drexel side, they had some penalties to contend with. Had to kill 7 minutes of penalty time, essentially. And they did that. Now Drexel seeing if they can get one more look here before the end of the period. Drexel chases it back into their own zone, and a nice job to turn there by Travia. Travia continues to carry. Up ice to Chris DiCarlo, taken down as he nudges it forward. Job done, though, as on the forecheck, Drexel's going to come up with it, and here comes a penalty at next touch. Church Vara, he fires it through. Still no possession. Down goes Jacob Snyder, and the net might have come off its moorings as well, and now they're getting after it here at Class of 23 Arena. Whistle blows with 19.7 seconds to play in this first period. A penalty coming against Towson, but will there be anything else for the extracurriculars that we saw? Doesn't look like it. Snyder got himself standing straight up there after the puck was initially defended and essentially threw his body. Able to push that puck back to the back wall. That's when the net came off its moorings. That's for the third time here tonight. And the referee's having a discussion as the other referee delivers the news to the scorekeeper. So Ryan Dieter goes to the box. 2-minute minor, which, unless Drexel scores a goal in the next 19.7 seconds, will bleed over into the second period. Face-off one, back to Church Vara. He comes all the way in, on the back door. It was wide open, and it was just a little high. The shot had a opportunity from Weller. It was a great pass from Church Vara. Now down to the final 4 seconds. Drexel's got to get it in and fire, and they do. It goes wide, and that's the end of the first period. A very exciting first period of play here from Class of 23 Arena. Your score, Drexel 1. Towson scoreless after 20 minutes of play. They'll have an ice cutting. We'll come back for a brief intermission report. And then we'll be back soon for the second period, live from the Class of 23 Arena. This is Bob Long with Drexel Hockey Network. The 4-1 Dragons off to a good start here tonight. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. And we are about ready for the second period of play here from the Class of 23 Arena. Bob Long here with Drexel Hockey Network. The Dragons lead 1-0 after the goal from the captain, Dylan Hart. They're dressed in their home whites. Towson in the road colored uniforms in the black with the yellow stripes. And we're back underway. Drexel on the power play for the next 90 seconds or until a goal. Church Vara trying to make that happen right now. He turns on the puck. Back into the slot. Here's a shot from Hart. It was deflected right off his stick. Back to get it, number 9, Nick Chavone for Towson, and it'll spin it all the way down the ice. Jeremy Wick gets a touch. Didn't get a ton of those in the first period. Towson rallied about 5 shots early and then really didn't get much going the rest of the first period, but it was this guy, Jacob Snyder, who had to do a lot of work, and he'll cover up for what will be counted as his 16th save on the 17 shots that he has faced this evening. Just the second power play here for Drexel as they spin it to the side. Church Vara puts it in front. 52 seconds left on this power play. And coming down with it is Weller. And that one goes just bouncing over the stick of Eugene Lim, spinning back into the neutral zone. Church Vara with it now. Church Vara patient as he spins around at the circle. He has Lim at the point. Instead, a dangerous pass. That was a good look across for Kyle Weller. Towson did very well to get rid of that. Drexel will get a change. Lim remains the only one out there, and Lim takes it all the way in. Right back to Lim. His shot goes off the leg of number 9, Nick Chavone. And now Lim comes to the bench. Comes all the way out of the zone. And Drexel will take it behind their net. Pushing it forward. Matt Curtin is in there for Towson. He gets taken off the puck. And it's glided around to the back wall. Into the neutral zone now goes Drexel. They fight for it, and they have it. And a great job of stick work there as they knew they needed to wait for Colin Quinn to touch up, and he does. My apologies, Jamie Crane there, number 19. He touched up. Now that shot was scissored wide into the shot. That one goes off the pad, and they spin it back to center. Filtered in by Michael Corkery. Drexel will get a half change, and Towson back behind the net. 17:32 to play. Still that 1-0 lead, and everybody's full strength now. Into the slot, and that pass just beyond the stick of Nicholas Urbani. So now Urbani spins. He gets ahead of Steen himself. He brings it in. He puts it in front. That shot somehow saved by Jacob Snyder. What a look for Drexel. But it would not go. Now Towson will get a much-needed change as they chase it back into the Drexel zone and let 3 guys go to the bench. Drexel with 1 touch. Here's the speed. Trying to get there. Pushed it across right in front. A backhander won't go. One more look. That one won't go off the stick of Josh Sklar. It was Patrick McGinley who had that first backhanded look. Pressure here from the Dragons. Towson desperately trying to clear. And they will. Into the neutral zone. Back behind the net. Drexel now looks to work forward, and they will. It's a foot race for it. Winning the race is Theodore Whitehead. He spins behind for Towson and directs traffic. That pass goes behind number 25, Colin Hayward. And so Drexel will go back behind the net and get themselves started. 1-0 still the score. 18 shots on net with 1 goal for the Dragons, just 6 shots on net for Towson. Gosselin throws it off the foot of number 21, and James Schickling is continuing to make himself known in the action here. Mike Churchvara spins it in, and Kyle Fiore, the little guy, back there fighting for it. Drexel trying to keep this in the zone, and they do. Right across the middle, good look in front, extra pass. It went off the skate of Fiore. It was just a little bit behind him. If he was a lefty, he would have had a great look. Same thing here, but he flips it up. Snyder didn't know where it was for a second, and Towson fortunate to get rid of it. Drexel just encapsulates Towson there and right back into the offensive zone. 15-13 to play. They pull it back in behind the net. James Schickling pushes it back for Kyle Fiore. Fiore, the patience, sends it back into the slot. A great shot there. It went a little bit wide and popped straight up. Almost to the ceiling here at Class of 23 Arena. And they fight for it. Travia thought about pinching, but now a bad giveaway. Dylan Hart had it on his stick for just a second. And now flipped away by Towson. Towson's going to get a full change here. Well measured that time from Towson to flip that up, get the change, and not risk icing. But now Hart is ahead. Hart, shot, goes right into Snyder. He makes the save and is banged into. A great play there by Drexel to get the shot, but a better save in net by Jacob Snyder, who continues to keep Towson in this hockey game. Dylan Hart takes the face-off, but it's Colin Mercier winning it for Towson. Towson up ice. Nice job to keep that in the zone. Hart, Lynn, scores! What a play there off the turnover. It's Eugene Lim with the goal. The assist from Dylan Hart. And really a tremendous play by number 26, Michael Corkery, the defenseman. He stood his ground at the blue line, kept that one in the zone, and that led to the one-time bing bang. Hart with the feed to Lim. One touch, lifted high. Snyder, no chance, and Drexel leads 2-0. Drexel looking to go right back at him. Another look from Lim. That one goes wide. Off the wrister from the slot. Corkery. That one fed wide. Hart got a touch, and then he finishes. Extracurriculars. They're getting after it here at Class of 23. Bad blood there. Towson takes umbrage, but that puck was still loose, and Dylan Hart fought to the end. He gets his second goal of the game, his third point. He assisted on the last one under a minute ago. Just like that. 3-0 Drexel, 13:43 to play in the second period. Now the officials will have a discussion here. They'll make sure they have all the right names and numbers, both for the goal and for the penalty, as there were some extracurriculars, as you saw after that goal. But boy, that was really tremendous. The shot was directed wide of net. I mean, Corkery fed that puck low and with reason to skid by the net, knowing that Dylan Hart was there and could get a touch on it. He did just that. He slid it through the 5-hole of Snyder, but not into the net. an unbelievable recognition. He realized that was sitting in the blue paint behind Snyder, got in there and tapped it home. No conversation, as you see on your screen. Jim Mikulik, the defenseman for Drexel, as well as Theodore Whitehead. And they'll take that message to their respective benches. So, out of all that, 3-0 Drexel and a penalty against Towson. To the box, number 24, Chase Collier, who did not take too kindly to Dylan Hart continuing to poke away, but that puck was never ruled dead and was never covered up. So he sits for 2. Drexel leading by 3, 2 goals in the last minute, and on the power play, a real chance to break this open. Back behind the net. Now the find for Hagen. Hagen feeds it right back to Nicholas Urbani. Tic-tac-toe they go. Back into the slot, Urbani. Here's Hagen with it at the circle. That pass got all the way through and got right on net. Save made by Jacob Snyder. It was Cameron Neely with the backhand. "13 minutes left in this second period. 1 minute, 18 seconds left on the penalty. Drexel with the man advantage. Towson looked to initially control the faceoff, but Drexel quickly got possession. Nice crossing pass. Weller. Here's the follow. Pops straight up in the air. One more time, it goes high of the bar. Drexel pouncing in front of the net, trying to get that dirty goal. Here's the shot, deflected, it goes high. Nudged back to Church-Vara. Church-Vara, now Hagen. Hagen's pass wouldn't get through. Hart, Weller. That one off the pad. They continue to get good looks on this power play. Church-Vara for Weller. Touches right back to him. Weller gets it. Church-Vara, one-timer. Now Hagen sends across. What a save, but then it goes in. He got a piece, but not enough. Kyle Weller is on the board. A power play goal for Drexel. An incredibly athletic play by the goaltender, Jacob Snyder. He somehow got a glove on it, but just too much steam that time on the one-timer from Kyle Weller. 4-0 Dragons. That is his 7th goal of the year. The assist goes to Christopher Hagen on a great cross-ice pass as they continued to break down that Towson defense. Back them deeper. And that slot opened up straight across the ice. Now 25 shots for the Drexel Dragons to 6 for Towson. Flipped up and out of play. Face off in the Towson offensive zone. Won by the Tigers, but immediately given away. Dragons up ice, trying to get possession of the puck. And now it'll be carried in. All the way into the net, flushed right in front. Nice play there by number 6, Jack Boyer, to get rid of it for Towson. Got himself right in the passing lane. Now if you're Towson, you're just looking for some way to control this puck. That's not going to help. Sent right in front there by number 13, Patrick McGinley. Drexel gets it back. Fired, didn't get a lot on it. Still poked around in front. That shot is saved by Snyder. Relentless pressure from the Dragons. One more shot comes through, and that won't go. Chris DiCarlo got the last 2 shots for the Dragons, and now poked away. McGinley thought about going after it, but this has been a long sequence for Drexel. They get a change. Now going down on the play, Bradley Crane. A penalty coming against Towson at the next touch. That shot won't go from Kyle Fiore. Still no touch. Drexel, great opportunity. Good lateral movement there from Jacob Snyder. And now it is blown dead. 10:13 to play. Second period, Drexel leading 4-0. And it goes from bad to worse as Towson will go on a man disadvantage here as Drexel goes onto the power play once again. Tripping called against Nathan Daly, number 27, and he has a lot to say to it as he goes to the sin bin. Quite a bit of dissent that time from Nathan Daly, to the point where one of the linesmen had to come over and have a discussion. In fact, they were having a discussion at the Drexel bench as they dropped that puck. Drexel in front. One time, it's still loose. Back up to the slot. That shot right into the stomach of Jacob Snyder. Really a great look there. Some tic-tac-toe passing. Drexel had it right on the doorstep, with certainly a portion of that net open on the low side. 1:48 to play on this power play for Drexel. Number 25, Cameron Neely, will take the faceoff. There's a discussion being had, so we have a stoppage here. I wouldn't be surprised if this had something to do with the clock. Maybe I'm crazy, but all of that happened in the 12 seconds after that faceoff. I don't know if it might have been a bit latent there, and now the conversation being had with the Towson bench. Now the head coach Kyle Zoldi for the Drexel Dragons will have a discussion. So they had both number 16s in the penalty box, Eugene Lim and Kyle Rimmel. They're both going to go back to their respective benches. And we are back to action here at Class of 23 Arena. So Towson able to feed it all the way down. That pass a little bit past the outstretched stick of number 19, Jamie Crane. So nudged back in, and Drexel will start again. Here's another giveaway and an opportunity for Matt Curtin, who fires away just high. Drexel comes up with it. Don't have any numbers right now, but reinforcements are coming. Fed behind for Jamie Crane. Crane spins effectively and gets it off to Patrick McGinley. McGinley in space, feeds back to the point. Touch passes, and now running into the slot. And a giveaway there from Cameron Neely, and flipped high and all the way down. Jeremy Wick hasn't had much work. That's about been the majority of it from about 10 minutes left in the first period until right now. Jamie Crane glides behind the net and all the way out to the point. Church Vara overlaps him. Church Vara all the way in, puts it in front, right off the skate of number 21, James Schickling. Schickling stays with it. Now Kyle Weller with it. Back for Church Vara. In front they go. Touch pass right under the blocker of the goaltender, Jacob Snyder, and he was fortunate. It was right underneath his pad there. Could have knocked it back into the net, but covered up. 18 seconds left on the penalty to Nathan Daly. Church Vara up at the point, glides into the slot. Back for Weller. Weller takes the shot. That was deflected on its way high. Eugene Lim, he has a goal. Back for Weller, looking for his second. Tries once and tries twice. Second one went wide. Drexel maintains that possession, keeps it in for the time being. Tremendous stick work from Mike Churchvara. Dylan Hart sends it across. That pass goes a little bit behind James Schickling. Weller gets it back. Schickling with it now. Fed behind the net for James Schickling. Schickling takes on a second defender, so spins out of it. But now Towson comes up with it. Towson will do enough to get a change. A half change coming up for the Tigers. And they fight for it up on the boards. Nicholas Volanino for Towson had the best look at it, but he gives it away. Now Drexel up the ice. Will this be an ice? And it will. So it went over the stick of number 6, Chris DiCarlo. Referees deem indeed that is an icing. Perhaps with a little bit of effort, Towson could have made a run at getting that one before the end line, but all a little bit of gamesmanship and perhaps the appropriate call there nonetheless. That shot goes wide. And Drexel comes back up the ice. They have a 3-on-2, but instead they're going to bring the 2 guys to the bench. So it's on to DiCarlo to hold the defenders off themselves until reinforcements arrive, and he does an admirable job of that. Now chasing behind the net, Nathan Runk has it. Runk feeds up to Churchvara. Churchvara right back to Runk. In front they go, could not finish. McGinley holds it. Now fired in front, deflected high to the backboards. 6:42 to play, a 4-0 lead for Drexel. Drexel will come onto the puck. Chris DiCarlo, Chase Collier nudges him into the wall, but the Dragons maintain possession. Now the shot from McGinley, right on net. Puck is still loose, and finally, well, not quite actually, and a penalty is upcoming. They couldn't get it out of the zone, and at the next touch, Drexel will be on the power play once again. Churchvara, and there comes the touch from Towson. Back to the penalty box, the Towson Tigers. And Drexel back to the man advantage with 6:08 to play. This time, number 24, Chase Collier. Came into the game with two penalties, 4 penalty minutes. And he'll go back to the sin bin for the 3rd time this year. Face-off won by Towson. They wrap it around the boards, but waiting at the point are the Dragons. Up top, it's Eugene Lim. Mike Churchvara up there as well. Eugene Lim has it back. Lim hangs behind the net, looks for help. Very strong on the puck. I'm impressed by Eugene Lim watching him tonight. Churchvara as well. Glides behind the net, looks for Lim, the one-timer, didn't get much on it. Right back to Churchvara. Felt in front. What a save there from Jacob Snyder. There was a portion of that net open when Kyle Weller got a stick on it, but so quickly that was erased. Now Patrick McGinley sent in front, nobody there. Christopher Hagan badgered them enough, now Weller has it. Hagan gets it back on his backhand and takes it to his forehand at the circle. McGinley. Hagan had trouble with it, fights for it along the side boards, and it is kept in. Sent in front, deflected there by McGinley, wouldn't go. Right back in front, couldn't hit his man, number 19, Jamie Crane. Now it's Cameron Neely with it. All Drexel here in the 2nd period. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Hagan the shot, deflected wide of the net. And Towson mercifully all the way back down the ice. They'll get a full change. 4:23 to play. 4-0 lead for Drexel. Final rush here on this power play. Urbani has it as a defender went down for Towson. Set in front, Hagan didn't get a good look at it, then swiped it just wide. Back behind the net, Patrick McGinley does yeoman's work. He's had a great second period. A great shift, a long shift. McGinley lost the puck there. Towson looking to clear, and they cannot. Good stick raised by Drexel. Now an opportunity in front. Save made by Snyder. Wrapped around the boards wide. Penalty time is up. 5-on-5 hockey. And they caught Towson on a change. Opportunity here for Neely right into the mitt of Jacob Snyder. Cut down the angle well that time. That was the 32nd shot of the night for Drexel to just 6 for Towson. We mentioned in the pregame a very young Towson team, one with a lot of talent coming in, but a lot of them are freshmen. They graduated 12 seniors last year, and they're seeing a seasoned veteran team here in Drexel, but much like this team, Drexel has a lot of young guys as well. They say it's one of the best recruiting classes they've ever had, and they're really excited to see these freshmen continue to develop and contribute in their first year with the program. Drexel, they take Towson off the puck. Up to the point, the shot there, deflected, never got to the net. Now Towson does well to get this out of the zone, flipping it up and ahead to number 25. And Colin Hayward was in there but could not find a teammate. Bradley Crane with the puck. Crane patient. Feeds back for Travia. Christopher Hagan. Back to Dylan Hart. Hart has 2 goals tonight. Feeds that one wide. That shot blocked right off the stick of Crane. Still in front. Opportunity for Drexel. The puck is loose and out around the side boards. Hagan gets it back. Hagan tried to go right back with a probably ambitious pass that time for Dylan Hart. On the forecheck, Drexel unable to extricate that puck, but Towson able to dump it out. Churchvara muscles along with Theodore Whitehead. Now a few other join the fold, and Drexel will come out with the puck. Mike Churchvara nudged into the sideboards well by Ryan Dieter. Lim takes a tumble as well. Towson comes up with it, spinning with it there, Nicholas Volanino. Chasing after it now, Matt Curtin. Curtin turns on it. Really no numbers for Towson as they're getting a change. And Drexel able to send it out into the neutral zone. Now really a lot of space on this ice, getting bunched up there as you're getting changes on both sides. First Towson, now Drexel. The long shot gobbled up there, and Drexel will come back up the ice. 51 seconds left in this second period. Turning with it now, Kyle Fiore. Fiore tried to send it through the legs of Towson, and now an opportunity for the Tigers. It's 1-on-3. The shot is feathered wide that time. Nice job to get the pad on it from Jeremy Wick. .22 seconds left. Towson looking to get one look here before the end of the period. But now there's some space on that side for Kyle Fiore. 12 seconds left in the period. Towson with control up into the neutral zone. Down to 6. Now down to 4. Here's Fiore. Had one shot, it was deflected wide, and that's the end of the second period. Just a little bit of extracurriculars at the end of this 20-minute frame. But a good one here, entertaining. A lot of back and forth, and certainly from the discussion standpoint, from the little bit of fisticuffs standpoint, it's going back and forth. On the ice itself, it's been pretty much all Drexel. 32 shots to 8, 4-0, and a 3-goal outburst in that period. 2 goals came in the span of about a minute. Dylan Hart, he added his second goal and put an assist out there as well. Eugene Lim scored one. Kyle Weller got himself a goal. And Christopher Hagan picked up an assist in this second period. You're watching Drexel University D1 ACHA Hockey on Drexel Hockey Network, DHN. You can follow DHN and the Drexel Hockey program on Twitter at Drexel Hockey. You can also visit their Facebook page. You can watch us either on that live Twitter stream. We'll do that for every single game. It'll be embedded into a tweet, and you can just watch it right from there. Or you can go onto the Drexel University Hockey website. There's a carve-out for our live video page, and we'll be here for every single home game all year. Bob Long, really excited to take the journey with you, and we'll take a break and come back for the beginning of the third period in just a few minutes after an ice cut, once again here on DHN. Welcome back, everybody, to the Drexel Hockey Network. It's 4-0 Drexel. After 2 periods of play, 1 more play to go. Once again, Bob Long here bringing you the action. Excited to do so on the brand new DHN. We'll be with you for every single home game this year as the Drexel Dragons embark upon what is, in their estimation, a very special season. One that ended last year with a first-round postseason exit, one that has much higher expectations after a conference win last year. Now, they started off in this game quite impressively. They're out shooting Towson 38-8 and leading 4-0. A couple of power play goals there. And they have continued to put their foot on the gas pedal. The second period more impressive than the first. On the Towson side, Jacob Snyder has been impressive. He's faced quite a bit of shots. He came in with a 93% save percentage, but has given up about 4.5 goals per game. This Towson team needs to give him a little bit of help on the defensive side of the puck, and I think that what you're seeing is a young team. 12 seniors graduated last year for the Tigers, and they're starting to build forward. This is a very important game where I think they're going to learn a lot about themselves. 20 minutes to go. We'll turn your attention now to the ice. Drexel in the home whites, Towson in the road blacks. And we're back underway. Here from Class of 23 Arena, one quick shot here on Wick. Towson coming up with a vengeance thus far, and we have a stoppage in play. Looks like the net may have come off the moorings. But a good start for Towson, a team that didn't have a lot going in the second period, just 2 shots on net in that second frame. Already 1 here in the third. And now it goes over the stick. Here's an opportunity for Drexel. In on net. That's a goal. Big time from Josh Sklar. Sklar backhands it home and makes it 5-0 Drexel. It was just a misplay at the blue line for Towson. It bounced right over the stick of Matthew Barilla. Seemed like Towson had it under control. Had an opportunity to feed it back in from the point. But you just let Josh Sklar loose. He'll turn on the jets and get all the way to the net. And it was an impressive finish when he got there. 19:28 to play. Just 30 seconds into this third period. Drexel scores again. Feeding back to the point. The shot was deflected right away. Nice job by Fiore to push that back behind the net. Drexel has it again. Put to the post, it wouldn't go. Church Vara is right there. He'll fire it. He'll get all the way to the net and be sticked wide and into the netting by Jacob Snyder. 18:58 to play, third period. And with that last save from Snyder, that's now his 35th save on the night. Drexel's 40th shot, 4-0. And we've just started the third period. Urbani got it across, but DeCarlo couldn't do much with it. Now Ryan Dieter, he's the leading scorer this year for Towson. He has 4 goals with the full head of speed, and they have the puck. Trying to win the battle on the forecheck. They haven't had much opportunity to forecheck here tonight. Dieter is in after it. Flipped forward by Drexel. They can't get it out quite yet, but now they do. Into the neutral zone it comes. Thrown off the side wall there from Robert Statlander for an icing. And that one just ill-advised there from Statlander. He was well into the Towson side of the neutral zone there, well behind the red line at center ice, and just fired it aimlessly to nobody in particular. An easy icing call and really unnecessary. Face-off won by captain Dylan Hart. It'll force Drexel back out of the zone. Hart will touch up. And now he looks to get it right back on the saucer off the wall. Eugene Lim, he has a goal. Now back to the point. Shot blocked well in front. And Harder was taken off his stick, and so he has to glide back out of the zone. Lim gets it back, though. Here he comes. Patience there. One-time shot right into the body of Jacob Snyder off the stick of Nicholas Urbani. A reminder, fans, that Drexel will be back on Monday night as they take on the Road Warriors of the South, the Arkansas Razorbacks, the Ice Hogs, as they're named, their D1 ACHA program. The Ice Hogs will be playing their 4th game in 4 days. Drexel will be playing their 3rd game in 3, but Arkansas came up here for, we'll call it a brief trip up to the north, and they are getting their fill. They played Westchester last night. They'll play another game today and then tomorrow, and then they'll come to Class 23 for that game. Set in front, they couldn't get the shot on net. Sticking with it, though, is Travia. Gianluca Travia. Actually, Hagan then taken down on the other side by the referee's skate. They just got tied up. But now he gets it back. Hagan can't send it in front, was looking for Lim. And now an opportunity here potentially for Towson, but great job by Gianluca Travia with those long strides to get to the puck. Travia flips it high once it gets past the red line, and he'll come to the bench for a change. Full change here for the Dragons with 16:42 to play. They have a 5-0 lead, looking to keep the pressure on. Kyle Weller shovels it back behind the net. Back there to get it, number 11, Josh Sklar. Sklar, the goal scorer here in the 3rd period. He continues to fight. Drexel has it in front. Right back to Weller. It went a little bit above his stick. Now Weller turns, spins, and fires. I think got a little bit of the glove on it, did Jacob Snyder. And up into the netting. Another face-off in the Drexel offensive zone. A look there at Josh Sklar, your goal scorer. And now it'll be Kyle Weller to take the face-off. He wins the face-off right back to the point. Patience here for Drexel. That shot was screened very well. Snyder did a nice job to get up there and make a blocker save. Now Towson will fire it all the way down. Might be an ice, and will indeed be an ice as Church Vara is back there, but couldn't get it before it hit the goal line. 16 minutes left in the 3rd period. And once again, we'll take the face-off where we just had it. Up into the slot. Patience there was tipped right in front and on net. Snyder made the save. And kept in, but Fiore then lost it out of the zone. Carried on now by Jim Mikulik. Mikulik with the backhand behind. Drexel now spaces the ice, but taken off the puck was number 21, James Schickling. And once again, another icing as Towson just desperately clears it down the ice. Drexel's coming into the year with the expectation that they're going to be the top team in this conference. Certainly one of the top teams in the area. They won the City 6 championship. They're 4-1 right now. Their only loss was to ranked Davenport on a trip out to the Midwest. Right in front, the shot and the goal. One-timer, Cameron Neely, no doubt. And it's 6-0 Drexel. Wonderful patience behind the net that time from James Schickling, able to understand where the defense was. And then feed it in front. Really just setting up shop there was Cameron Neely, and he did not miss. Now Drexel with this 6-0 lead. A big hit into the bench. Goes number 26, Michael Corkery. Play continues up ice. He went over the boards into the Towson bench. Now another opportunity for the Drexel Dragons. Pass had a little bit too much steam on it. They fight for it behind the net. 14:50 to play. Popped up, still in the zone. Now Towson able to clear, but without any possession. So Drexel fires it right back in. Flipped in front. Opportunity. Poke check there by Snyder. Not out of the zone yet for Towson. Here's the shot. It was deflected right off the stick of number 26, Michael Corkery. Now it gets off into the neutral zone, but passed right back in by Corkery, and he will come to the bench for a change. Half change here for the Dragons with 14:13 left. And just a giveaway, simple giveaway. Eugene Lim comes up with it now. The shot from the point, it was deflected and skittered just wide of the goal line. And down on the play was blocked. There's a member of the Towson Tigers down. It looks like it might have caught him up in the knee, and that's the thing. I mean, these guys stand in, they have some padding when they block these shots. That wasn't even really a pure block, but there are spots, and right up by the knee where those pads don't always cover, and I think he got it right there and just completely went down in pain. We're keeping the camera off the injured party. Just out of respect, we'll give you the number and the name when we get it. Lying on his stomach right now. Boy, a few minutes ago, Michael Corkery was just drilled. He was hit high. He was up on the low boards here by the bench of Towson, and he went right up and over skates to the ceiling. Up and over into the bench. Take this time to remind you that with every Drexel home game comes a broadcast on DHN. Bob Long here. I'll be bringing you all the Drexel home games this year, and to the extent Drexel has the success that they want. Hopefully some conference championship action, and if they're so fortunate, postseason action beyond that as well. But excited to be here. Our first game in our first year calling Drexel hockey. Big thanks to Jim Bell, head coach Kyle Zoldi, and the folks here at Drexel who have made this a real possibility and a tremendous experience so far. Nick Chavone, number 9, was the player who took that puck. It looked either right to the ankle where there wasn't the padding or right to the knee where there wasn't the padding. Still down, but at least sitting up now. And a nice hand from all parties. .55 on the clock, final period of regulation. Lim comes up with the puck off the faceoff. They get it right back in front. The shot won't go. That was Dylan Hart looking for a Hattie. Back to get it now, Bradley Crane. He comes up with it. Sent into the zone, tapped up there, and Towson will come up with it. Spinning with it now, Matt Curtin. Curtin's pass is deflected in the neutral zone, and Drexel pushes it forward. Lim takes the member of the Tigers off the puck. That shot comes straight on from Crane, and it's saved. .13 minutes, 18 seconds left. 6-0 Drexel over Towson. Looking for their fifth win of the year and their first at home. Glove save made there by Snyder, but couldn't wrap it up. Drexel stays with it. Back behind the net they go, out to the point. The shot goes right on net from Gianluca Travia. Spinning with it now, Benjamin Jacobs. Jacobs can't get rid of it. Opportunity for Weller. The shot goes off the shoulder. Now spinning with it, Jamie Crane. Crane, very strong on the puck. And that pass maybe a little bit ill-advised. Fortunate to come back with it. And Travia comes up with it. Now Josh Sklar. His shot goes right off the pad. Sends it back in front. That shot goes high and a big hit on Jamie Crane as he goes down. Towson doesn't have any numbers, waiting for reinforcements, and it's a bad pass, but fortunate to have a backstop there. Back and forth we go in the neutral zone. And Towson sends it in on net. Wick gets a touch. Nice tap forward there from Bradley Crane. Drexel an opportunity in the Towson zone. Puck up for grabs, and Towson comes up with it. Kyle Fiore with it now, back for Jim Mikulik. One touch to Mike Churchvara. Churchvara taking off the puck and gets it right back. Good pass in his close space. Fiore with it. And now spun back to number 11, Theodore Whitehead. Whitehead gets it all the way around to his teammate, Colin Hayward. And now a 2-on-1 here for Towson. Right on in. Wick didn't really have to make a save because the shot never got to net. Long saucer pass, but that'll be an ice. No, they're going to wave off the icing. Big number 21 for Drexel. James Schickling got in there. Patience here from Drexel. But then losing the puck. Now that stays in the zone. Well done there from the Dragons. That was number 12, Nicholas Urbani, keeping that one in. 10:35 to play, 6-0 Drexel. Good nifty moves there. Urbani. Sitting right in front. It was a good opportunity for Patrick McGinley. Couldn't put it in. Still in the Drexel offensive zone. Now Towson will clear, but no numbers. Just sliding it forward. Wick will come back behind and play it. Plays its way up to Chris DiCarlo. Good one touch there. And now it's Patrick McGinley in space. His shot was blocked right off his stick. Nathan Runk taking off the puck. Now DiCarlo, he just missed it. And back behind the net is number 3, Simon Gosselin. Towson plays it forward, but right into the neutral zone. Urbani. Plays off for Christopher Hagan. Hagan, good touch pass through. Could not quite hit the touch pass to Lim, but it was a good idea. And now offside. Boy, that is unforced that time from Benjamin Jacobs. I mean, directly in front of them. He saw his teammate was in the zone and just carried it right into the zone anyway. You know, perhaps an inexperienced, ill-advised play there. Because perhaps you could have had something if you had a little bit of patience there. And this will go for an icing as it slides just wide of the net. 9:08 to play. Face-off won there by Towson. But now Drexel comes up with the puck, and they're looking to clear. 8:58 to play. 6-0. Christopher Hagan. And there's a giveaway by Dylan Hart. Gliding on in. The shot does not go, but there will be a penalty coming up against Hart upon the touch from Drexel, and there it comes. A slash called against the captain, Dylan Hart. He will retire to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Broadcast also would not be complete without a shout out to Mike Crisafulli. He is helping us out on camera tonight and all year long, so I want to thank Mike for all his great work tonight. He's going to be a great partner to work with, and I'm excited for it. Now Eugene Lim, after the misplay, he comes down the ice, makes one miss, puts it through it, almost went down. Now there will be a penalty come on the hook, but my, oh my, Eugene Lim almost made that happen on a 1-on-2. He is fun to watch. He's scored a goal. He's maintained puck possession. Now he's drawing penalties. Tremendous game for Eugene Lim. Now an opportunity here in a foot race for Towson. Church Vara wins that foot race and is strong on the puck. So now 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute 25. And now there's some fisticuffs going on. A lot of bad blood there between Mike Church Vara and number 19, Ryan Dieter. Dieter already had been in the penalty box earlier here tonight, and they got tied up in a big way. That was behind the play. Kyle Weller in behind the net. Weller drops off. Urbani. That wrister will go. That backhander almost went. Now Weller tried to get a touch in front of the net, could not. 7:19 to play. 4-on-4 hockey. Urbani the shot. It goes off the crossbar. They tried to feed it across to Weller. Drexel getting their looks, that's for sure. That one won't go. Out of position. Now back in front. Urbani shot. It was blocked in front. And a penalty. And they didn't blow it dead. Boy, that referee came in like he was going to blow it dead. So it's coming up against Drexel here. And there's the penalty on the touch-up by Drexel. Now, if I'm Drexel, I'm not particularly thrilled with the fact that when that arm goes up, that referee shouldn't be approaching those two guys. He was approaching them like he was going to break something up, but he just hadn't blown the whistle. So half the players stop on the ice as Towson, very alertly, on the puck just starts taking it up the ice. He almost gets out of his own zone before anybody realizes that play is still going on. It was a very odd set of circumstances, but it'll be Nicholas Urbani going to the penalty box. The other penalties are almost extinguished. So we're back to 4-on-4. But it's only for the next 9 seconds as the Towson penalty is about to expire as well. Goes over the stick of Dieter. And now they are back to full strength. So for the next minute 38 or a Towson goal, the Tigers are on the power play. A lot of movement into and out of the sin bin in the last few minutes. Drexel trying to harass, and they make the steal. Right in front they go. A little bit of a hit there. Took number 25, Cameron Neely, off the puck. Make no mistake, this is a rivalry in the ECHA. There is a lot of bad blood between these two teams, and you're seeing it commence out there on the ice. It is physical here this evening. Eugene Lim very content to just plaster that puck up against the backboards. It's a fight, and it finally takes 3 Tigers to take him off that puck, but another tremendous play from Lim. Fed right in. Matt Curtin back there to try to get it, and a big hit there from Nathan Daly for Towson. But then Drexel comes up with it and feeds it all the way down the ice. And a delayed penalty coming up. Towson will send Nathan Daly to the sin bin. So with 27 seconds left on the penalty to Nicholas Urbani, now Nathan Daly for Towson goes to the box. It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 27 seconds. And after that point, Drexel will go on the power play. 5:06 to play, third period. This one's certainly not in doubt any longer. A strong start at home for the Drexel Dragons. And not a ton of work for Jeremy Wick yet. Churchvara picks up the puck, still 4-on-4 for the next 10 seconds. Churchvara full head of steam as he comes into the zone. Toe drags it off to the back wall. Looking for help. And he'll get it now as Drexel gets their 5th man on the ice. 4:34 to play, 5-on-4 for the next minute 26. Drexel able to get control of the puck, but just for a second. Spun to the back wall, and there's number 11, Theodore Whitehead. Whitehead spins up towards Nicholas Volanino. Volanino cannot clear, and the Dragons come up with it. Eugene Lim has it. Good saucer pass. Churchvara couldn't come up with it, though, and they'll spin it out of the zone, and that's offside. Dylan Hart did his best to keep that in the zone, but it just came out past the blue paint. Now Lim comes up the ice. Lim gets it back at the circles. Churchvara, the shot, it goes just wide. I don't think that Snyder ever saw it. Right in front they go. Almost right at the doorstep. It didn't go. And then a little bit of extra as they took down number 21, James Schickling, who set up shop in front. Face-off won by Drexel. The cross-ice pass now corralled by the Dragons. Urbani gets it back but then gives it away. Here comes Towson. Had an opportunity, couldn't get it onto the stick of Matt Curtin. And spinning back with it now is McGinley. McGinley the shot. Second look, it did not come off the stick well. He whiffed on that one. And now here comes Ryan Dieter. He's one-on-one. Can't get it past Urbani. Well done to stay home by Nicholas Urbani. 2:56 to play. 54 shots on net for the Dragons. 6-0 lead. Now they'll spin it out of the zone. Jamie Crane with it now. Crane turns with it. And Towson's going to come up with it. Nathan Daly has it, number 27. Daly on the forecheck spins it, but nobody was there. Now it comes to the slot, and they'll feather it wide. Number 4, Robert Statlander. Drexel comes up with it after a really nice hit there from Urbani. Took the Tigers off the puck. Flipped up and into the glove of number 35, Jacob Snyder. All in all, you certainly cannot blame Jacob Snyder for the 6 goals. He's stayed in there. They haven't put in a backup, and I think that's because it's pretty clear to anybody watching that he's been put through a lot. He's seen a lot of difficult shots, and he's made a lot of spectacular saves, even though it is 6-0. Face-off, won by the Dragons. Off the pad there from Jacob Snyder. Here's the shot and the goal. Wow. They say that one didn't go. No goal was ever given on the ice. Boy, I thought that hit the back part of the netting and popped forward because it was in the very top, but no goal given. The shot was from Gianluca Travia, and boy, was it a great wrister. 1:47 to play. Travia comes up with it. He twirls it back for Kyle Fiore. Now Chris DiCarlo carries it up ice into the neutral zone. Good find there across the blue line. Patience there. Travia, he'll try again. This one definitely goes. Ain't no doubt about that one. A howitzer from the slot. Puts Drexel up. A touchdown and an extra point. Travia says, you thought that first one wasn't a goal? Try me. That second one was a no-doubter. "56 shots on net for the Dragons." Here's another long shot, save made by Snyder. 1:09 to play. Folks, please stay with us. About 5 minutes or so after the end of the game, we will have an interview with one of the Drexel Dragons players right up here in the booth. So stay tuned to that, and we'll have some post-game coverage once again with an interview from a member of the winning Drexel Dragons team here this evening. Schickling whiffed. That was Mikulik actually in front. Now back behind the net, Josh Sklar. Towson has it with 42 seconds left. They turn up ice with it. Number 34, Ryan Brady. First time we've seen him tonight. He can't quite get on the other end of his own shovel forward. Mike Churchvara spins with it and comes up with it. 23 seconds left as he glides through the defensive zone. Josh Sklar sends it up and on net. One more change for Drexel, down to the final 12 seconds. And Jeremy Wick gets a stick on that, and he puts himself in a spot to put a clean sheet on the board. Nothing against Jeremy Wick here tonight as the team goes to greet him. And Drexel emphatic in a 7-0 victory in their home opener. "3 points on the night For Dylan Hart, 2 goals and an assist. Eugene Lim had a tremendous night. He had a goal. James Schickling with an assist. Christopher Hagan an assist. Cameron Neely and Kyle Weller had goals. And, of course, Gianluca Travia. He had a spectacular goal on the slap shot with just 2 minutes to go. And the handshake line, as you see, going through. This was a good demonstration of Drexel hockey here tonight. And if this is any indication of how this team is going to play going forward, I think this fan base has a lot to look forward to. And the Dragons are going to salute the crowd here tonight that came out to see them. A nice crowd on our side of the ice. The Drexel fan base sits right behind their bench. And they got a nice crowd this evening, and this nice crowd saw one heck of a hockey game. Congratulations to Kyle Zoldi, the head coach of the Drexel Dragons, for his first home victory of the year. First star of the game. We'll have the 3 stars coming out. Eugene Lim. Jeremy Wick wasn't challenged all that much, but a clean sheet and the winning goaltender. Second star of the evening, and then, of course, the captain, Dylan Hart. What a coming out party for him in his first game of the 2018-2019 campaign. He had the 2 goals and an assist. Boy, a lot of ways you could have gone there with the 3 stars of the game, the way everybody played this evening, but really a great game for the Drexel Dragons. Now hang with us. We'll be here for just a few minutes, and then we'll have an interview with a member of the winning Drexel Dragons team. We'll be right back here on DHN. Once again, Bob Long. And a big thanks to Mike Crisafulli that helped us out on camera this evening. As we said, stay with us, and we'll be right back. A reminder, hang with us here just a few minutes. And we're going to have a member of the winning Drexel Dragons hockey team on with us on the postgame. All right, we're here post-game here on the Drexel Hockey Network with Dylan Hart. The captain, he had 3 points tonight, 2 goals, and an assist. Dylan, congratulations. This is the opening game for you guys at home. It has to feel good to come out and play this way.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great crowd today. First league game, definitely against Towson. We've seen them in the playoffs the last 2 years, so to really make a statement at home was a great way to kick it off here.
What did you guys think about coming in? Obviously, you guys played in the City 6 tournament and then went out to the Midwest. But coming here to start and playing another ECHA team, you know, what's the mindset going in that, wow, you know, it's really go time at this point in the season?
Yeah, there's no off games in the conference. You can't lose. You lose 1 or 2, you're out of it for nationals. So, I mean, we knew we had to come out hard. The games against Oakland last week really prepped us for this, and I think it showed. We're ready to make a run at this this title again.
My first game calling you guys, and I can tell you what I saw was a team that felt very freed up to do things, to create open ice, and then when you did, I mean, you guys are absolutely dynamite. In terms of the coaching staff, what was their message coming in, and is that a style of hockey that the folks that are coming out here all year are going to expect to see?
Yeah, definitely. We just like to use our speed and our skill and get over these guys. Yeah, I mean, when we played 5-on-5, they couldn't get it out of their zone. So if we just keep playing like this, roll 4 lines, 4 pairs of D, Jeremy stops all these pucks, we're good. We're gonna make a statement.
Congratulations on a great game, and congratulations on the 3 points.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, now we're going to talk to Jeremy Wick. Jeremy, good to talk to you again. We talked at mini camps, and very impressive first game there from all you guys, especially directing traffic in the back there. It was a lot of fun to see all you guys work together.
Yeah, you know, it's good to get out there and get the first league games under our belt. You know, we got a bunch of non-league games earlier on, but, you know, everybody was really excited about the first league games. You know, these are the games that mean the most to the team and everybody gets the most fired up for. So it was good to get the first one.
And putting together a clean sheet, not allowing anything. Certainly not as many shots maybe as you're used to seeing, but that's got to feel good early in the season.
Yeah, you know, then the team played great in front of me. You know, like I said, I didn't really have to do much tonight. They played great in front of me. The chances they did have, made the saves. And, you know, just good earlier on in the season to get the confidence up, to get a shutout earlier on. So that'll carry over into the next couple league games we have.
And just to look forward a little bit, because this is a league game and a team you see a lot in Towson. And then 2 nights later, you're going to dial back and play the University of Arkansas, the Ice Hogs as they call themselves. And they're on kind of a northern tour. So how do you start to change the focus and get ready for a team that you don't see quite as often? What are you guys looking forward to on Monday?
Yeah, so teams like Arkansas, you know, they're highly ranked teams. These are the type of teams that, you know, we're going to see at nationals. You know, our division isn't the best talent-wise compared to, you know, what goes to nationals. So those games kind of give us a good gauge about, you know, where we are compared to those teams and how we'll do at nationals.
And this first stretch of the season, you guys are now 5-1, and you're starting to learn a little about your team. You have a lot of veterans, but we also talked at minicamp. You guys have a lot of young guys and guys coming in and starting to make statements and trying to understand what their role in the team is going to be. So, you know, through this 6-game stretch, what have you seen in terms of this team meshing and gelling?
I think we've done a really good job so far. You know, the City 6, I think, you know, we didn't play our best hockey. You know, guys are still a little bit rusty. You know, things are coming together now. Our power play is looking very good. We were moving the puck really well tonight, getting a lot of good scoring chances. And just things like that are something that's going to take time. So.
Well, congratulations on the win here tonight, Jeremy. It was a joy to watch out there. You guys meshed beautifully from what I could tell. And the folks here that saw this game, I'm sure they're excited to see what you guys can do against the University of Arkansas on Monday, and I look forward to it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Jeremy Wick and Dylan Hart, the members of the winning Drexel Dragons team here from the class of 23 Arena. A winner, 7-0. Thanks, everybody, for being with us, and we'll catch you on Monday night as Drexel takes on Arkansas. See you then.
See ya.
Thank you, guys.